Read with me if you would, verse 16 and 17. So he then handed him over to them to be crucified. They took Jesus, therefore, and he went out, bearing his own cross, to the place called the place of the skull, which is called in Hebrew Golgotha. We see that this is the picture that they're seeing, that he is going about bearing his own cross, wearing a crown of thorns, beaten, battered, bruised, blood-stricken. We see in this phrase, he went out. We can just read through that and see it as he's going out and read nothing more into it than the physical meaning of it and miss the spiritual implication that's given here. And he went out. The difference between reading the Bible and studying the Bible, those three words have a heavy theological significance to them that points back to the Old Testament, which in turn is pointing to the coming Messiah. That he went out is a clear statement that points back to what happened in the Old Testament. You can read about it in Leviticus chapter 4 if you want to read about it throughout this week. It speaks of those who have committed a grievous sin. Whether it be the nation of Israel, individuals of the nation of Israel, or even the priest himself. That they are to come with a sacrifice. The sacrifice is to be brought to the temple, to the high priest. And this sacrifice is to be sacrificed. This animal is to be martyred. And the blood of this sacrifice is to be placed on the temple. And the fat of this sacrifice is to be removed from this animal. And the key here is the remainder of this sacrifice. This is repeated several times in Leviticus chapter 4. Is taken out of the camp. Meaning, not only there's significance in this because it means that not only was their sin forgiven and paid for by the blood. Remember the wages of sin is what?
Yes.
It has to be paid for. It will be paid for by you, or it's been paid for by Jesus for you, depending on whether or not you know him. But the wages of sin does not change. He just took your place if you have put your faith and your trust in him. He has died for you. He has took the wrath of God the Father upon himself. Well, they will take the remainder of this sacrifice out of the camp, signifying that not only was your sin paid for, but the shame of it has been removed. The memory of it is gone. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
He went out, which tells us that not only was the debt of our sin paid for, if in fact you're a born-again believer, but the guilt and the shame from it's gone too. Because this happened outside of Jerusalem, outside of the camp, outside of the gates. This is huge. How many of you are still carrying shame because of something you've done that he's already forgiven? He's telling you in this text, he took it out. He took it away.